And now we're going to talk about this girl because her boyfriend said that he wants to move out and live
Yes.
with his little brother.
Yeah. Yeah. People wanted us to talk about this last week, and we just didn't have time. But yeah, I'm down for this. Let's do it. All right. So let's see what the first video is.
My boyfriend and I have been living together for a year and a half now, and he's moving out next week. We're not breaking up. It's just a new phase for us. He's moving in with his brother, and he's always dreamed of living with his little brother. So who am I to get in the way of that? It's not some kind of traditional contract that he signed, like once you move in with your boyfriend, you must live together until marriage, and then you have kids, and I'm also 26 and he's only 24, so if he's gonna live with his little brother, like, now's the time to do it. But don't get me wrong, when he first told me the idea, I was like, what the fuck? As I thought more about it, I was like, wait, this is a great idea. I'm very particular and I have a lot of sleeping issues. We've also been together for 3.5 years now. Now we're gonna get to live apart. And then when we come together, it's like more intentional time. Sometimes when you live with your partner, it's easy to like exist around each other. It's a fun chapter that I'm ready for. And he's only living like a mile away from me, so he's not going too far. Bye! My boy.
After watching it, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
When you hear, oh, there's somebody's moving, like there's somebody's boyfriend is moving out to live with whoever, you go like, oh, that might be a walk back on the relationship, and it could be, it might be, but based on what I'm hearing here, we don't have full context, and we probably never would, but it seems like there's some kind of dream between this guy and his brother to like move out together, like maybe they were in a home with each other, like, yeah, wouldn't it be cool if we like lived together and blah 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 blah. I don't know how much younger the brother is. They thought that was a cool idea. Maybe the little brother is just moving out and he feels a little insecure about living by himself for a little while, you know? And they're doing this. This could be the end of their relationship. Or it could just be nothing.
Yeah.
It could just be a nothing. It could just be something that's happening. I think her being upset originally is perfectly reasonable. But, like, we'll just see how it goes. I mean, if anything, we live a mile away. Like, just because he moves out doesn't mean he's not going to sleep there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, move out. He's probably going to sleep there like 3 nights a week, so... You know, and he's young, 24, and she's a young 26, but she's older than him. I feel like you're 28,
and that's kind of what she said, is that like I'm 26, but like he's 24, so the time to do this like is now. Like she's acknowledging that like her boyfriend like is younger and in a different place, and like fine,
and I
go
think
have
that
fun
men
with your
mature
brother
slower.
now.
I think men mature a little slower, and like, yeah.
So before we watch everything else, like I feel like. I like understand what she's saying completely, and I think that's one of the benefits that we have in where we're living, because so where we live at is like a ranch house, and like we finished the basement so that me and him could have a bedroom down there, like before like we got married and stuff. And now like we don't need all of that space anymore, but we have it. So what's nice is that he has his office where he has all of his stuff. Because do you think that I want all of these Funko Pops in my bedroom? Absolutely the fuck not.
Why not?
Because I don't want all this My Hero bullshit.
Oh, okay, you put it up the wall.
Yes, because it's nice for your office and I love it. But I don't want it in my bedroom. I want my own.
Well, basically, my wife, our bedroom is my wife's, and my office is mine.
Yes.
And if I didn't have an office, our bedroom would be hers, and I would just have nothing.
Yeah, we would have to
cave.
figure it out.
I think that's why men have a man cave, because women typically actually are the decision makers on what goes on around the house. So as a man, it's like, hey, this is my man. Like, we think it's cringe to have a man cave, but it's because women own every other room in the house, which I think is okay. I mean, I like it like that. Like you care about the house. I do whatever you want for the most part. But then, like, this is my space.
Yeah, fair. So like I get wanting to have your own space, especially if you're not.
And sometimes I sleep in here too.
Yeah, we don't always sleep together.
Yeah, we sleep together most of the time, but sometimes it's nice to just get a little distance. Not in like a bad way. It's not a bad thing.
Or the couch is more comfortable that night, or like whatever it may be. You know,
it's really not that deep.
Yeah, no, I don't think that having space in a relationship is negative. In fact, I think that when you're on top of it, and you know about this a lot, when you're constantly on top of each other, it leads to a lot of problems as well.
Well, that's the thing, and I think everybody's been there. Like when I lived with my mother, there was a lot of stuff going on, and I was paying rent and all that, but like there was a lot going on, and we started to develop a resentment and hate of each other. And when we moved out, everything got really much better, because sometimes you need distance. And I think there's something similar when like your mother, you and your mother Or no, when your brother lived with us, like there was some animosity, and then he left, and like everything's great. Like I like her brother. That bitch better respond to me because I want to go to sushi with him.
Oh, what did you text him?
No, but you text him for me. No, I want to know his schedule because I want to take him out to that sushi place you don't want to go to because it's as a sushi buffet, but it's only sushi. The other place we go to is sushi and like other food. But I think we have a decent relationship with each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes distance is good. And like he's 24, she's 26. I think that she's more mature than him because again, you're I think as mature, if not more mature than me. And you're 28. And I think that's typical. I think it's typical for women to be a little more mature than men. I don't know if it's biological or if it's because more responsibilities are pushed onto women as they're getting older. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. Like probably, I think women tend to have more household responsibilities. And like so like now we in this modern age you're working and you do more household stuff and I know I got to do more and I'm a little lazy. I'm sorry I was lazy this week. But my tummy did hurt from taking the antibiotic.
Oh my God.
Listen, this week was a little off. My tummy hurt really bad from taking that antibiotic.
Did you take it this morning?
No, I didn't take any pills yet today at all. I went to my mother's house. I didn't want to have to pee a lot because I have on a diuretic now. So that's why I was a little lazy this week. My stomach hurted.
It was hot as hell.
Oh, so bad. I'm so bad with the heat. I'm worse than her, but she's bad too. But like I was saying, he's immature. He's 24 years old. Like I feel like if I was 24, I was a fucking immature piece of shit. And maybe I'm an immature person and I took a lot to get to where I am. But like I could see him. Maybe he just needs to be away. He might not be ready to be moved in with her.
Yeah.
Like this actually might be positive for the relationship. It might give him the distance that he needs and like a little bit he gets to push back a little bit and get a little less mature maybe because he's with his brother, which could be a positive thing for him. And it might actually be able to have that little distance can make them love each other more for the phase that they're in. This doesn't seem weird. If they were 40, we're talking about this is a different conversation. We're talking about a 26-year-old and a 24-year-old.
I don't think that's negative then either though. I don't.
Okay,
this is the thing. Long story short, like I don't think that this is a big deal. I don't think that every single relationship needs to exist where like, okay, you choose each other, you move in together, you do everything in ABCD order. Like that doesn't have to be
Sure.
Like
I mean, there are people. There are like truckers who will literally be out of the house for like 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Some relationships require different things. I think that hearing this, it's only a minute. I don't hear any red flags.
No, I'm not shitting my pants over this, and that's why I wanted to talk about it because I almost feel like, am I wrong? So I want to show you guys.
I'm not hearing any red flags out of this.
How this girl.
Well, hold on. There's one more. There's one more. Oh no! 3.5 years and no ring. There's updates to it. So then we'll get to that girl that you think is a real piece of poop.
Here's 9 pros and cons.
Oh, here we go.
Of living with your partner. Pro, you have someone to play with 24/7. Con,
you know what I'm saying.
It's harder to have me time. Pro.
True, but we don't really want me time.
You're
not. No, say you're right, husband.
No, we're gonna have an honest conversation. I think that
I'm joking.
Okay, but
okay. Go ahead.
We're a couple that has honest conversations.
Absolutely, my love.
I think that you have me time easier than me having me time.
From home.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh. Because when you're in a mood where you just want to be alone, like you do that.
Yeah.
But when I'm in a mood where I just want to be alone, like I feel like sometimes if it's not like happening like while you want to be alone, it's almost like weirder and like harder. I think it becomes like I think you have a hard time dealing with this sometimes because like I never want to be alone.
Yeah.
So that when I do, it's like what the fuck.
Gotcha. So that what you're saying is that when you want to be alone and take it more personally.
Yes.
You never really expressed to me that you want to be alone.
To be honest, I kind of don't. I kind of sometimes I just like let it happen.
Okay, so like when I want to be alone, you just use that as an opportunity to be alone for yourself.
Sometimes.
If you ever want to be alone, just tell me, hey, I want to be alone right now, and I'll be okay.
I don't think that's always how it works out, so we're working through that.
Well,
that's
I'm saying is that I am
now
prepared to be more accepting of your desire for alone time. Okay?
Okay. I think one of the problems is, too, when I want alone time is usually when I'm mad at you or something, whereas, like, when you want alone time, like, it's just something else is bothering you, not me.
Oh, yeah, a lot of time. Well, you're bothering me all the time. I'm used to it, though. I like it when you bother me. Like my alone time is miniature sometimes too. It's like I'm in the shower and I'm thinking about shower thoughts.
Well, I'm good. I communicate that to you well.
Yeah.
I come in and I say, "Can I ask you something?"
You do say that. You've gotten very good
alone
with that. You'll come in and be like, "Can I talk to you about something? What was it today? Can I talk to you about something?"
I wanted to ask you if we could wear like if we could.
No. I'm gonna tell it. I'm in the shower and I'm just like in shower thoughts mode, and she comes in. She's like, "Is it okay if I talk to you about something?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Tell me." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So I paused my shower thought, and she's like, "Can we wear matching Disney outfits?"
Like legit matching, because right now we don't have any outfits planned that are legitimately matching.
Yeah,
like twinsies
yeah.
outfits.
And you were like asking if you asked me if I could buy an outfit for us to match, and I'm like, why would I buy it?
Well, because you were saying that you might want to just wear the Star Wars Christmas shirt you currently have, so we don't have to spend money on getting another T-shirt.
Right, and I didn't realize. Yeah, right.
But but right now the outfits that we have planned for the rest of the trip are not as matchy.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get us like maybe I wear like a mini Christmas shirt and you wear the Mickey version of it so that we could be matching. And you said yes.
I said, baby, you can buy us whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I will wear it.
Yeah.
And so,
I had the thought. I wanted to ask you, but I knew you were in the shower, so I came in. And I was like, "Can I just ask you something?" And then I'm gonna go.
And then sometimes she walks and goes, "Wow, big balls."
But I say a lot more than that.
Okay, fair enough.
Pro, you get to know little quirks about your partner's habits. Con,
is that a pro?
I like it.
It's fun.
We were able to have a funny moment. We'll probably clip.
What's that?
When I was imitating your TikToks.
You might find things about them that irritate you more, that you'll either learn to love, live with, or change.
Yeah,
what did you say? I didn't hear.
You'll find things that about your partner that irritate you more, and you'll either learn to love them, they'll irritate you. You either like love them, or you'll accept them, or you'll ask them to change it or something.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. I like a lot of things about you. You remember the other day we went to Target, and this woman is in the aisle and she farts. And so this is when my wife farts now. I love my wife. I literally will put my nose to her and go. Her farts usually don't smell. Like she farts in the car. I go. I start sniffing around. This bitch fucking. I don't know what happened. I think that like an animal from another country.
No,
came.
We were in Walmart, and it was after we went to the buffet where the ceiling fell down.
Yup. The food. And
when the last time we ate there, which was years ago, we went into Walmart, and we had to leave Walmart early because both of us got the runs.
Yeah, so I smelled your fart, and I was like, I was like coughing. I was like, we got to get out of this aisle. We just destroyed the aisle. But now I love your farts because I love you. I know that there's things inherent to you, just like there's things inherent to me that we have to deal with. And I actually do really love you and your farts. And I think it's a fun quality about you. Like, unironically. It doesn't bother me at all.
I just should have let you not tell that story because now I'm fucking triggered again over that fight.
Okay. Damn.
I'm
sorry.
So
damn. I knew that story might be a little too personal.
And it's not because of farting. Girls fart. I'm not ashamed of that.
No, it's just because
I've been farting all day.
Listen, I could be a little bit of an asshole sometimes when I get angry. That's what I've been working on it. That was like years ago. That conversation, by the way, that was like years ago. But I think I'm a better person now. I love you. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. I don't like the fact that I made you feel that way.
Okay, it's more that we talked about it on the fucking internet. So.
You what?
Said more that we talked about it on the internet.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So this will not be in the segmented video.
Well, that's debatable. It was a good fight we just had, I think.
I don't think so. I'm honestly done now. Can we move on?
Yes, okay.
Pro, you get to split rent. Con,
True.
Finances get more involved in your relationship. Pro, you get to come.
Why are you laughing? Oh, did you laugh? I feel like our finances have never really been an issue for the two of us. We've never really had a discussion about who should pay what. You just kind of pay things with our money. I don't care.
I think finances are a stressor in our relationship. They stress me.
Well,
we're good.
We don't like fight about who pays too much here or there. They think you.
No.
Like you'll just be like, can you like I want you to pay this bill. And I just like okay, like or not, like whatever.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really matter.
Come home to someone you love who you can vent to or have take your mind off things. Con, sometimes you don't feel like talking to anyone at all. Pro, it's easier to find time to spend together because you don't have to commute to and from each other's places. Con, you have to be much more intentional about your time spent together. Time in the apartment together sometimes doesn't count as purposeful moments. And you have to make sure your apartment time doesn't seep into your...
That's interesting. Like time, that's true. Like we used to have more purposeful time because like when we were together, it was our together time.
Yeah, our time used to be wild. I think that I still make like a big deal about making it that way.
Yeah, we still have very intentional time together. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that, and this isn't like shade, but I think that if I didn't make like a very big point, that it would become more passive.
Yeah, sometimes I could be like a little like to myself and like, well, you know. But I like our together time.
I'll say to you, like, I'll make you like put your phone down and make sure you're looking at me and listening.
True.
You know,
that's true.
And I think that is purposeful time.
Now one of our purposeful time that we have together is we send each other TikToks throughout the day, and then we sit down at the end of the night every night and we watch them together.
Yeah.
So that's a fun. I like that. That's fun. That's some of my favorite time with my wife. Yeah. We just talk about stuff. That's cute. So I get to show her all the videos. So many baby videos I sent my wife. I can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun. So
your intentional time. Pro, you live with your best friend. Con, it's easier to stay in with your partner and not make other new friends. Pro, you don't have to live with random.
What was the thing that she said?
She said it's easy to stay with your partner and not make new friends.
Oh, that's
something I think both of us struggle with is like having friends. That's a very good
point that she made. I was just looking at there's too much healthy shit on that pizza.
No, arugula on pizza is pretty good, but I don't know if it's like a partner thing or just an adult thing. I think the partner thing definitely probably makes it like worse, but having friends as an adult is hard.
Yeah, we need to have kids so we can make friends with the other adults with kids.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Because we'll be like,
and we can judge the other parents.
Yeah, but we'll be like forced to spend time with people. I think.
Yeah, well, that's how it is now. You're forced to spend time with the people. You make your original friends because you're forced to spend time with them. Oh, this is my friend from school. You were forced to be in their class. Oh, this is my friend from work. You're forced to work with them. You know, and then you just develop a relationship.
Roommates who you have to walk on eggshells around. Con, sometimes you feel like you're doing your 20s wrong and should be living with roommates and your best friends. Pro,
interesting. I never had I was not happy with my previous living arrangement.
I think you before me, like probably.
With what?
You've had your exes living with you since you're like how old?
Yeah, for a while. They've always needed to live with me in some capacity.
Like for me, I think that I don't know. I don't know how to really describe it.
Well, you've expressed that you wish we lived in an apartment for like a phase.
Oh, I wish that I got my this is cute. This is my apartment. I decorated my apartment. I wish that I got that chance. And like it's like weird because like we live in my childhood home. So for me it doesn't really feel like we've made a transition. I mean you're living in a new house, so it's probably different for you. But this is like still just like my house.
I mean if we bought a new house I'd be scared because then we don't know the ghosts. We don't know the ghost stories.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. So you just feel like you're not really fulfilled in moving out yet.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I feel like especially with like our house is not like bad, but it's not nice.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't have like I was just looking like how could what can we do to the house to make it look like a newer house, you know?
Yeah.
It still looks like a early 2000s, a 90s house, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Your partner can hold you accountable for everyday goals that you've set for yourself. Con, sometimes you want to do nothing and not feel judged about it. Pro, your friends get to know your boyfriend better when they come over. Con, sometimes you want to invite people over without your boyfriend around. It's hard to tell someone you love that you want them to go away.
You can tell me to go away. I'd be fine with that. Hey, I'm having such and such over. Can you leave the house? I'd be like, all right. I'll get something to eat.
You would just sit in here the whole time.
Or if that's okay with you, sure.
Bye!
All right, I think that's pretty much that. I know you have the other.
My boyfriend and I are competing who can.
All right, this is just something different. I guess that's her boyfriend. All right. So you wanted to watch this though. I just based on looks, not a big fan of this person. There's two parts to this.
That sounds a little rude. This girl is very gossipy, from my understanding.
Yeah, and you could tell by the way she looks that she's gossipy. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Like, can you not?
I guess so.
Am I the only? There's no way. She's a gossiper.
I don't know. She just looks like a girl. A girl's gossip.
Okay, no, she looks like a gossiper. Okay, it looks like her name is Gossamer. Gossiper. She's a gossip. You could tell. Just there's something about the way she's dressed or something, or maybe it's this picture back here. This is whatever tribal essence thing that's supposed to be, basic white girl thing. But let's see. Okay, great commentary. I love it. I love this video more than any of the ones.
Let's talk about the video where the girl's boyfriend is moving out after living with her for a year and a half, but they're still staying together. So, if you haven't seen this video, this girl is explaining that her boyfriend decided that he wants to move out after living together for a year and a half, and they've been dating for 3.5 years.
I don't like the trend of talking and putting stuff. I don't know, whatever. Okay.
I actually was just thinking that I want to do videos like that, and I was going to prompt the chat, like what I should talk about while I do my makeup in here. Because I like videos like this.
You should. It's just not for me. Thank you so much, AVMU, again, for the $5 donation. By the way, she gossips. Papa got chill. But am I wrong? You can sit here and be like, oh, Papa got, you're an asshole. But am I wrong? No.
Ridiculous. Thank you.
She reminds me of Randall from Recess. For drama people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying she's unattractive or anything. I'm just saying, like, she has, like, she gives me Randall. She gives me makeup, beauty, drama Randall vibes. Does that make sense?
Okay, let's listen.
Among Us balls.
He wants to live with his little brother. Now, I don't know the full story, but when you think of that, you're like, little brother, didn't you live with your little brother when you were older? But there might be, exceptions, families that never go.
Yeah, but, like, you live in a house where you don't have free reign. And people fantasize, and they might have been, like, really, like, oh, man, I can't wait to live together. But, there's a lot of things. Maybe the little brother, especially if the older brother moved from parents' house to moving in with another girl, with a girl, he might have some issues with being separated from any interaction, and the little brother might feel the same way because they were raised together, and so like, they want to move in together to do those things together, and the other girl might be like, okay, I'm fine with a little independence.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like bizarre to me to just like think like as negatively as possible.
No,
from like just dating, like it's like when your type of man is the type that cheats on you. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like that, I feel like that's not a normal reaction to be like, didn't you grow up with him?
No, I think it is almost normal. So what I hear from this person is she's a child. And she has no life experience to be able to parse through information correctly. Because when I heard that video the first time, I'm like, oh, I'm 33. I can understand. I'm more empathetic than her, obviously. That just comes with age and being with an amazing woman who makes you a better person. And so, like, I can understand there's things that we all, when we hear something, anything, whether it's a word or a phrase or other people's experiences, we all have a different experience. So, somebody could tell you that they stubbed their toe, and your experience could be like, oh, that sounded like it hurt. And my experience would be like, yeah, I used to always stub my toe. I broke multiple toes just kicking things too hard on accident. I've stepped on, charging ports that went through my foot. The point is that, like, so when I hear that other person's story, I think of a bunch of different scenarios that make sense to me as to why it's not something that's relationship ending. And for this person, I think that, like, she has no life experience. And the first thing that she goes to, especially in her sphere, is bullshit drama.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, that's my initial reaction, and I feel like it doesn't come with my age. It just comes with like other experience that, like, I have a brother, and like when my mom would go on vacation, like me and him would have a good time. We would make the best dinners. Like, we would hang out. Yeah. Like, and it's cool to do. I would say stuff. a lot of people have good relationships with their siblings, and you get to act differently when your parents aren't around. Yeah. It's just like a new phase in life. Wouldn't it be cool if we did this together? And they might have fantasized about it forever. And that doesn't mean they came from like a bad home. No. So. Got to live together. But if we're going off the typical standard, they probably, the older brother and the younger brother, lived together already at some point. This was very State Beauty, by the way. Also, she mentions that he is 24 and that she is 26. Okay. And so if he's going to do it at any time, it should be now. Which is true. They're at the perfect time. She, again, she's definitely more mature than him, most likely. Because, like, she's a little older, and I think 26 is a guy's 29. You know what I mean? Yeah. 26 girls, like a guy's 29-ish. I think that's fair. And so, like, this is the perfect time for him to get out of his system. So by the time it's out of his system, by 26, she's 28. And she's like, okay, it's time to get in here and get a baby in here. You know what I mean? If anything, it makes perfect sense.
And at first, she had some red flags about the situation.
Oh.
But decided, you know.
Oh yeah, because of course when you first hear something like that, you're gonna have an emotional.
You're gonna have emotional response first.
It's like this other video we have in here. I know it's like silly. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. It's like this video. If we played it, basically it's a gender reveal for the baby, and the mom, she takes the stick out of the cake, and like I could play it for you while I explain it. And when she takes the stick out, you can see that it's pink, and the dad gets really upset. Right. I know this. It sounds like it doesn't make sense, but this is very comparable because we have a situation where neither party did anything wrong, but both parties are justified in how they feel. She made a mistake and did something that like I would do, and he's like, "Damn, like that ruined the surprise. I was really looking forward to cutting the cake together." That's the same feeling I feel like is with the other girl and the guy moving out.
Can I just say though that in this like reveal video, this woman, she doesn't cry.
Why? What do you?
If I would have done that, not pregnant, I would have been bawling my eyes out that I ruined that.
Yeah, but I don't think that makes her a bad person or anything.
No, I'm saying I can't believe
emotional.
she didn't cry. Like, good for her.
Oh, like you're praising her, like, oh,
yeah,
you kept it in, girl.
Like she's upset, but imagine how much
she's
me.
Just processing it.
If I did that, how much I would have been crying.
I would have been sitting here like, baby, are you okay? Because you would have been so upset.
I would have been hysterical.
But that's how I think it's comparable to that. We got this segment. Look, we got to work that in there real easily. That's comparable to me, though. Like that makes sense to me. But again, she doesn't understand emotions.
It's not a big deal. I have sleeping issues, and he's only 5 minutes away.
She actually said 1 minute away. Idiot.
1 mile. Idiot.
Oh, damn. I'm the idiot. The part that was 1 minute. Part 2. Why didn't you just make it one part?
Part 2 of talking about the boyfriend moving out video. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer.
Oh my god!
And so a lot of people are like, there's a chance that this is a slow breakup. So it's like the guy realizes, you know, I can't be with the girl anymore. We're not working anymore. I'm going to slowly break up with you. The first sign is like moving out and finding a different place to live. And then the next sign will be like, hey, I can't hang out as much. And slowly and surely, you know, he decides to end things. Honestly, I don't know if that's the situation. I think a lot of people are putting their own experiences on this girl. I think there's a chance that that's what he wants to do. But there's also a chance that he doesn't want to do that because he is still highly featured in her videos. And
so, like, what's the point of this video that she's making?
To talk shit.
So far, she's just yapping. She hasn't said anything that's productive.
Yeah, she's just talking shit.
Yeah, this is remember before we were talking about how our content's a little bit different. We're not really the first person to talk about a topic. And when we do talk about a topic, we talk about everything that surrounds the topic. Like this, we're going through about 4 minutes worth of videos, and this segment so far has gone on for a half an hour.
Damn.
So we have really big, robust conversations around these different things that are happening. And there are people who just simply cannot do that. And this is that person. All she can do is tell you that something is happening. We have robust conversations about the topic and all like topics that are adjacent to it. You know, this woman is just, but the good thing for her is that at least she has a high position as mayor of Yapsville. She's doing really well. What? You think I'm being too mean? Just say it.
Yeah, what the hell are you on about?
She's yapping. Lives in Yaphank.
You're so stupid.
You have to pay extra taxes if you live out there?
Why?
I don't know, but every year they ask you, do you live in Yaphank? And then you got to write down or whatever.
That's crazy.
So, sorry.
So, yeah,
I'm
burnt out on this subject.
We only got a 10 seconds.
A guy that wants to no longer be with a girl is not going to, like, stay around in most of her videos, nor is he going to actively participate because he knows the backlash he's going to get from her platform if he ends things.
What?
This is part.
Yeah, so that's just stupid. Whatever. I don't even care to necessarily engage with that. Like, he's afraid of breaking up with her because people on his platform might dox him and fucking send a nuclear bomb to nuclear bomb launched. Boom. And like, I don't know. Like, okay. I understand that audiences can be toxic, but I feel like this is just not a situation where that would happen.
No, it's not. So, like, I saw the original video on my For You page, and then, like, 2 days later, I saw this girl, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, because, like, this girl made me feel like, am I the crazy one? That, like, I, like, okay, like, do your thing. Like I didn't have any like negative response
listen,
to it.
Listen, I'm gonna be very clear here. Okay, people who do their makeup and talk about drama are the most toxic people on the internet. If makeup and drama are in the same category of a person's content in that sphere, they are the most toxic sphere of the internet. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's either that, like, that's the only thing on the same level is 15-year-old boys that love the N-word. These are comparable toxicities. I'm not saying people in makeup are. I'm not saying like Michaela's not toxic. I know you love Michaela. What I'm saying is like that drama commentary kind of thing, like this type of drama makeup commentary and racism, boy commentary. Those things are very toxic spheres on the internet, and so that's why she's unhinged because she's taking cues from people that are crazy. That's my commentary.
End scene.
Beautiful. End scene. You have to do like this. End scene.